Sir, what is your vision about your company? Where do you think your organization will reach till, say, 2030 or so,
Uh, the
in terms of new
organization,
products, services, or
Sure.
scale?
Yeah. So organizational growth is one part which will continue to happen, and we are pretty upbeat about it. The product business in India is still a challenge. What we have seen is that the growth will happen like it happened in many other sectors when we become equally servicing the markets outside of India as we service in India. Uh, a model which does like 40%, 50% India and 50% outside is the best balanced business model. In industrial IoT, or especially in the product side of India, we still are constrained on that. So today, when I present my product to a US company or to an American company or a Japanese company, they still have hesitation that Indian IT services, no discussion. They are with you the next day, contract will be signed. But when it comes to product, they still don't see the same amount of maturity that Indian products can offer. And that puts a constraint not just on my company, but many other companies. Now, this has two impacts. One impact is that because we are creating or allowing to create a vacuum, because no Indian companies are there, foreign companies are stepping in and filling in that vacuum. And suddenly we see that companies from outside are taking away the smart manufacturing business from Indian companies, homegrown companies like ours, and they're taking away revenue. They're taking away our capability to build capability in India. That's more worrying.
Yes.
And structurally, what we have seen in China or Japan is that there is a benefit given to a homegrown company compared to companies from outside. In India, we actually see it the other way around. And the reluctance to get Indian products is not just with the foreign companies, it's even with the Indian company. They still want a foreign product, they don't want an Indian product. Hopefully that changes because that will allow us to grow, not just us, but anybody else. So first, the challenge that we are facing is how to get over this. And we are hoping that the Indian MNCs, Indian corporates really walk the path with us, take some amount of risk. Maybe our products are not that mature, but these guys have been working for 60 years. We have been working for 20 years. Obviously, there's going to be different, right? So give us a chance and we'll do it. We already have some companies big time working with us, and I think that will happen. So if we are able to balance this 50-50%, we already have customers in Gulf, we have customers in United States, but the percentage is not as much as we want. So firstly, it will help on revenue side, growth side, but more importantly, product maturity side. And if I say that Indian companies use my product, and here is a use case, here is the case studies, I can go very strongly to the foreign markets and do that. So if all this happens, where my company would be, I think sky is the limit. We can grow phenomenally. We are doing also one of the things that happened in India was that everybody wanted to create everything in-house. We are changing that. So we are building a plethora of consulting companies around us. So we're building a canvas of consultants. So we have consultants who are not necessarily part of our company, but who will work in tandem with each other. So that working and collaboration, which was kind of not there, we are kind of leverage that. Cost comes down, everybody benefits, and customer will get a unified solution. So these two things are challenges for my company, and you didn't ask for challenges, but without talking of challenges, I'm going to give the growth story. But so all this happens, I think we are at a very big sweet spot. We have a product ready, proven, accepted by companies like global top 10 companies are accepting. The moment we have that acceptance in India, if I'm able to sell 100 products in India, I have that base and more people use it, the product gets more mature. Obviously, everybody knows about that. And then I can go to the world, and world is waiting for us to do that because our products literally are, I would say, 1/10 of the cost that the companies provide from outside.